Hey, what's up, people? How you doing? It's your man Rondell Jordan, aka the Black Swan. Thank you for tuning in to another BlackSwanRadio.com production. Today, I want to inform you about a new book I just released titled Illuminated Nubians. Illuminated Nubians is the birthplace of the gods, Nubia. And this is an Afrocentric Bible study and travel guide with proof so real you can go see it for yourself in concrete evidence left behind by your ancestors. And, we know when in the 1600s and the 1500s when the Bible was being put together by, King James, there's a history behind all of this, right? They had to translate it from the Greek to the English, and, there was various different denominations, there was the Protestants versus the Catholics, and there were civil wars going on in Europe at this time, at the time of the translations of the scriptures. So there's a variety of denominations, and at the end of the day, if we banking our lives on something, we should know the truth of it, right? We should get to know it. So this is really what my book is about, right? It is real world history secretly hidden in the Bible, and I think the best thing I can do for you right now is to give you a quick example. So what I'm going to do is read 2 quick examples of African heritage hidden in the Bible so you can understand and see clearly. So when you listen to this, I want you to picture where you are when you hear these words of Genesis 2:10. Now a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 riverheads. The name of the first is Pishon. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It is the one which goes towards the east of Assyria. The fourth river is Euphrates. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden to tend and keep it. Chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, has God indeed said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, you shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. And the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. So when the woman saw the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves covering. And they heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. Fast forward 3:22. Then the Lord God said, Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him out of the garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. From which he was taken. Remember, the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden to tend and keep it. Fast forward, Revelations 22, and he showed me a pure river of water, and he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the middle of its streets, and on either side of the river was the tree of life, which bore 12 fruits, each tree yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations, and there shall be no more curse. But the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. They shall see his face, and his name shall be on their foreheads. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city.